Hey team, this is Lamont Hogans, and I just wanted to review our procedure for setting up and using the IPV machine. I have the Phasotron 5 and the tubing that comes in the package in my hand. I also have an IPV machine back here. So I just wanted to go over our connections. First off, when you take this out of the package, there is one tube that's connected to the Phasotron already. So we'll leave that there. The other end of the tubing, we've got three tubes that need to be connected to the IPV machine. And so I'm going to connect them based on color. The yellow one, I'm going to plug into our yellow connector. The white one, I'm going to plug into, it's not really white, but it says Phasotron. And the red one is red, and I'm going to plug it in there. On the Phasotron itself, the gold or yellow one is already plugged in, so we don't have to worry about that. On the back here, we've got a white connector and a clear one. The tubing with the white connector, I'm going to plug in right here. And the red connector, I'm going to plug in the only available spot right there. Okay, so now my Phasotron is connected. Also, I've got normal saline in the nebulizer part of the Phasotron. If I twist it, I can open it up and put my saline in there. Now, the physician may order albuterol or normally it would be albuterol, and that's fine too. So that's in there. But there needs to be 20 cc's of liquid so that it can last the whole 20 minutes that this treatment takes to administer. Now, once I've got that connected, I've got my machine plugged into a 50 psi gas source, and I've got three controls on the IPV that I just want to go over. I've got my on-off, pretty simple. I've got my percussion that goes from easy to hard. Counterclockwise is easy. Clockwise becomes more hard. Okay. I've got my operational pressure in PSI, and I'm going to turn both the percussion and the operational pressure all the way counterclockwise so that when I start the therapy, it starts out really, really easy for the patient. So once I turn my on-off switch on, I get nebulization, and I'm going to encourage the patient just to breathe through this like they would a normal nebulizer. As they're breathing, I'm going to say to the patient, I'm going to increase the pressure, and I begin to turn up my operational pressure. As I do, you'll see the needle begin to increase, and when it gets to a certain level, it's going to start chattering or start jetting. I think you can hear that through my microphone. At that point in time, I'm encouraging the patient to keep their lips tight around this mouthpiece and to continue to breathe. Notice that I'll get pressure on my manometer as I am jetting the patient's lungs. Now, during this treatment, I also want to vary my percussion. So I'm going to go from what's called easy here to a 12 o'clock position, which is slower and more forceful. And you can hear it. You can even see it slower and more forceful. And I'm going to also go all the way all the way clockwise, which is then very slow, but a lot more forceful. And if you look at that manometer, you can see it jump way up there. Okay. I'm going to do that several times during the treatment. And there's easy. Okay. That just varies my percussion speed and helps to get rid of or helps to lift those secretions. This is a 20-minute treatment. Patient requires a lot of coaching. Now, I also wanted to show you when we get to the charting part what that looks like. So I'm going to share my screen and allow you to see, to just review what the charting looks like. So here under CPT, I've selected IPV single treatment. Here's my PSI. I said was 30. Did I scan the frequency band? In other words, did I go from easy to more difficult to hard and back the other way several times during the treatment? I said yes. And did the patient's chest wiggle? I said yes. So once I put those things down and I've done with my treatment, my patient, then I'm done with the treatment. And it's that easy. So I know you're doing it right. This is just a reminder for our competency. Thanks a lot. Bye.